we've all seen certain movies or news headlines where we see people our age accomplish impossible feats, and we all kind of go, man, I'm kind of a bum not doing these kind of things. And it's just kind of because media is often cherry picked. It only highlights highlights and the atrocities that go around the world. And it makes it seem like living an uneventful life makes you not a bad person, but a person who is wasting their time, who is not fulfilling their potential. And I want to change that. I don't think living an uneventful or calm life makes you wasted potential. My name is Julian, and I'm here to tell you that chasing excitement 24/7 doesn't mean you're going to be happy all the time, but it also doesn't mean boring is better. So first up, why is living in constant excitement so preached about? Well, there are common phrases like you only live once, and that nothing really matters in the end of the universe because, you know, we're all gonna die anyway, so why not just live out how you want to live your life? And that often encourages people to do a lot of really exciting things because, especially in American culture, having freedom and having all this free time is usually a sign of wealth. And because humans really care about their presentation and we want to fit in with what we think is the best, we often sacrifice a lot of financial resources and time that we don't have into seeking out these lifestyles. Now, there is a common trope that living a static life, living in isolation or just not really going outside is commonly linked with depression or other mental illnesses, but I do think there's also another aspect of if you're constantly seeking out stimulation and it's never enough, could not also be a sign of something's not really right up there. Some more examples that brands often profit off of limited time products, you know, really prioritizing the feeling of FOMO, fear of missing out. And news, as mentioned before, they only really ever cover the exciting stuff or the stuff that we find appalling. You know, news doesn't really cover the the situation of global warming slowly improving, because who's interested in topics that aren't going to be seen in a decade or so? Pew Research has done some surveys and found that teens, especially those who delve in social media, often compare themselves a lot to other people who only share their highlights and feel left out or ostracized because they don't live those kind of lives. Living a reckless life can lead to financial struggles, which can then devolve into lack of discipline or just more anxiety and stress that also cycles back into seeking more stimulation. Because it's often preached so much, it also leads to peer pressure a lot. People often feel pressured or manipulated into doing things they don't really want to do, and that can also delve into other reckless behaviors such as reckless driving, participating in drugs, alcohol, or unprotected sex. The National Institute of Health, or whatever it's called, you know, people, because of all this FOMO, people live in anxiety, they're not good enough, they're missing out, and they're wasting their potential, and that can lead to poor rest, which leads into other health problems. Living a calm mind is financially stable. You have a clean schedule. You have more time for your own personal hobbies, more time for family members that you want to spend time with without having to make up for with reckless behaviors. And some people just prefer living a quiet life. Now, some people are different. People have different senses of fulfillment. People either determine their value in society by how much they make, how much they produce. Some people just want to just focus on their own life, focus on their own hobbies. What do they enjoy? And to recap, I don't think living an exciting life is bad either. People have, again, people are different. People don't like boring. People do like having that constant stimulation, and if they're financially stable and they're responsible, then they should do that. Humans, by nature, they want to be included. They don't want to be alone, and that is why people often encourage this reckless behavior. So, in summary, it's your life. Live it in your own pace. Good friends will respect that pace. I left an encouraging message, but academically, I don't think I can say that. And that's it.
Okay. Thoughts, comments, questions?